Hello, good evening and welcome to Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka. This evening, there is a growing dissatisfaction among cocoa farmers following the increase in the producer price of the cocoa produce from the current figure we are learning for the 2025-2026 crop season. And we know that some of the farmers have been responding to that. But first off, we want to take a listen to this report put together by my colleague Isaac Atasenyako.
The new price, which takes effect from Thursday, August 7, 2025, comes on the back of a 40% appreciation of the cedi against the dollar since January to date and the continuous fall in inflation. The Finance Minister, Dr. Kasiel Atufor-Singh, disclosed this after a meeting with the Producer Price Review Committee. He added that the move reflects government's commitment to improving the livelihoods of cocoa farmers.
For the 2025-2026 season, which opens on Thursday, 7th August 2025. Subsequently, government is pleased to announce an increase in the producer price of cocoa from $3,100 per ton to $5,040 per ton.
He also announced the reintroduction of the free cocoa fertilizer program and the provision of logistics to cushion farmers for the upcoming crop season.
I am pleased to announce that President John Mahama's administration has reintroduced the free cocoa fertilizer program as an additional support to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer beginning 2025-2026 crop season this year. Beginning this crop year, President Mahama's administration will supply the following for you for free. Free cocoa fertilizer, both liquid and granular. Free insecticides, free spraying machines, free fungicides, and free flower inducers to the cocoa farmer. Government strongly advises cocoa farmers to apply these inputs solely for the purpose of improving your cocoa yields and income. Please don't smuggle them.
At the press conference, it was revealed that Cocoa Board will roll out the Ghana Cocoa Traceability System, expected to track cocoa produced in the country from the farm gate to the port. The system will enable Ghana to supply cocoa that is deforestation-free, child labor-free, and compliant with EU regulations. From the Finance Ministry, Isaac Atasenyako.
Now, responding to the announcement, President of the concerned Cocoa Farmers Association, Farmer General Nana Obuade Boateng Bonsu II, expressed dissatisfaction with the increase, saying it is minimal.
It is well shocking, and then it is well, I call it a disgrace on the side of Member of Parliament, and then with the side of appointees and the civil servant working with Cocoa Board. Because one, the President has not been told the truth. And then I remember that we did a roundtable discussion on Joy, the same platform, and then I told the presidential aide or maybe the spokesperson that there's something that the president has to know, and up to now he has not even told the president about it. This shows you that cocoa is not a backbone of our economy. And anybody that says that cocoa is a backbone of our economy, it is a lie, because Parliament don't even recognize that. Well, why am I saying all these things? It is the price has been increased. Let's say it is 3,000. It was 3,100. Now it is 3,200 and something that we are talking about. But our farmers happy with that price? Too, the government have done well, because looking at the exchange rate, by all means, the dollar has reduced and the cedi now has gaining strength. But we are farmers. We are working for interest. Nobody wants to work for loss. And even member of parliament some years back were screaming and then wanted to stage a demonstration because their salary or whatever has been reduced or they are not even getting it. What about we that we are making the economy booming?
Meanwhile, economist Professor Patrick Esuming is asking government to be concerned about the price differentials in the producer price of cocoa, warning it could incentivize farmers to smuggle the commodity to neighboring countries. Is therefore asking government to strengthen its borders to prevent the smuggling of the bean.
Well, I think as long as there's a price differential, the incentive is always there. If the Ivorians announce a price and there's a substantial difference, then the incentive to smuggle will even increase. The question is whether, we are going to be able to keep tighten our borders to prevent the smuggling. So the incentive will be there. If there's a price difference, the incentives will be there. The question is, can we prevent it? And it appears that when it comes to that, the farmers and those on the border, they seem to be ahead of the state in terms of keeping the borders or preventing people from smuggling. But if they announce and there's a price differential, trust me, the incentive to smuggle will be much stronger.
President John Mahama has urged the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, Interior and Transport to expedite the implementation of the e-visa services for the country. Speaking at the commissioning of the Advanced Passenger Information and Passenger Name Record Operations Center, President Mahama emphasized that the e-visa initiative is critical to enhancing the ease of travel and supporting the growth of businesses. More in this report.
The Advanced Passenger Information and Passenger Name Record Operations Center will streamline passenger data collection for enhanced security and operational efficiency. President John Mahama tasked these ministries to collaborate closely to accelerate the implementation of the e-visa framework.
Ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of the API and PNR systems provides a strong digital platform on which other critical services can be integrated. And that's why I'm directing the honorable ministers responsible for Interior, Transport, and Foreign Affairs to collaborate to ensure that this platform is expanded to enable us quickly implement the long-awaited e-visa services for the country. I'm charging them to extend this system to cover both the sea and land border posts, integration with our e-gate systems, and the adoption of the capabilities to extend to perform the advanced cargo information system, also for the benefits of our customs. These policy directives will ensure the country enjoys the full benefits of what we're witnessing today.
Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikwe reaffirmed government commitment to advancing the aviation sector.
Excellency, Ghana's civil aviation industry is showing a great resilience and consistent growth as a result of government continued support for the sector. As much as government work to create a vibrant, safe, and secure aviation industry, it also behoves on us to work hard to complement the efforts by government. And in this case, Acting Director General and staff and management, we want to charge you to ensure that you put these facilities to good use, and that will position us to become the actual hub to aviation in the West Africa sub-region.
The e-visa comes as Ghana continues to position itself as a hub for travel and commerce in the West African sub-region.
And to some other stories, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, has disclosed that the country is working to fully take advantage of China's zero import tariff for all African countries announced at this year's Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. The announcement comes in the wake of new tariffs imposed on a number of African countries by the U.S. President Donald Trump. Now, per the directive, Ghanaian goods entering the U.S. market will be subject to a 15% duty, raising export costs significantly. However, speaking at the launch of the fourth Made in Ghana Bazaar, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa says government is working with partners to explore economic ties with the Middle East and Asian countries.
As part of plans to support President Mahama's accelerated export development program, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it is set out to champion economic diplomacy by connecting markets through its upcoming Made in Ghana Bazaar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth Made in Ghana Bazaar is not just about showcasing products. It is also about leveraging the network of our diplomatic missions abroad to create tangible opportunities for Ghanaian agribusiness to thrive in an increasingly interconnected world.
This year, many Ghanaian exporters are expressing fear that the imposition of a 15% tariff on Ghanaian exports by U.S. President Donald Trump, coupled with trade wars, could affect their earnings. However, Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa says Ghana is moving to take advantage of China's zero import tariff, coupled with other frameworks such as the African Continental Free Trade Area.
In view of the current trade wars and tariff impositions by some countries, now more than ever, we need to create new markets while expanding existing ones by forging meaningful and mutual partnerships and strengthening economic ties aimed at creating prosperity and improving the living standards of our people. At the recent meeting of the Forum for China-Africa Cooperation, it was announced that China will provide zero tariff for African products to be exported to China. My ministry intends to work closely with our partners, such as the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Association of Ghana Industries, and GNCCI, among others, to fully take advantage of this offer. Equally, we will, together with our partner MDAs, seek to strengthen our commercial and other economic activities within the framework of our South-South cooperation. In that regard, our focus will be to explore and strengthen more economic and business ties with the Middle East and Asian countries, while enhancing our trading and economic activities with other African countries within the framework of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
Already, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and other state agencies have embraced government's export-driven agenda with the hope of improving the country's economic conditions.
The Ghana Trade Fair Company is fully aligned with the President's Reset agenda. We are committed to providing platform and opportunities for Ghanaian producers to increase the production of goods and services. We look forward to collaborating with all stakeholders to guarantee a successful bazaar in September.
This platform perfectly aligns with our shared vision of advancing economic diplomacy and boosting Ghana's non-traditional exports. GNCCI remains a strong partner of this initiative and continues to promote Made in Ghana excellence nationwide through our regional branches.
The Made in Ghana Bazaar over a 2-day period will showcase a wide range of innovative products exclusively made in the country. Blaise Ogan's report for Joy News, Accra.
That's it for Prime Business. I am Pius Kojo Baka. Prime Source is next, after which Eno Crantin comes up shortly.